Now, after the fact, like after some of these fraudulent things occur, some of them rise to the level of criminality, and it's something that the Immigrant Fraud Unit at the Brooklyn DA's office addresses and handles. And Jose Interiano is here to discuss with us not only some of the types of fraud that you've seen in the immigrant community, but also what our audience members can do to better protect themselves.
My name is Jose Interiano, as Sabrina mentioned, and I'm an assistant district attorney in the Immigrant Fraud Unit in Brooklyn DA's office. As Renee said earlier, we were founded in 2014 to help provide a place for immigrants to go in the event that they have been victimized in the areas of immigration fraud. What we've noticed in our 2 years of existence is that this is far more rampant than people had initially expected. And what complicates matters even more is that almost 100% of the time that this happens, the victim in question is undocumented and is afraid to go to the relevant authorities due to the fact that they are here illegally or out of status. So what we intended to do with this new unit is to provide a place for immigrants to go without fear to report these crimes. An immigrant that has been defrauded through an immigration scheme does not have to go to any precinct in Brooklyn. You can come straight to us at the Brooklyn DA's office. We do have an action center set up from 9 to 5. Walk-ins are allowed. You can just come straight to our office and make a complaint regarding immigration fraud. At that point, you will be referred to either myself or Sabrina with the assistance of our chief, Kinning. We take a wide variety of cases, but I'm not going to lie to you, the majority is a green card scam. And so what we're here to do is to provide all immigrants with a safe place to come and report these crimes. Each complaint is logged, each complaint is given attention, and if there's something that we cannot handle, we're more than happy to refer you to any one of the organizations that are here on this panel. But what I'm here to tell you all today is that you do have a place to report these crimes. Do not be afraid to come to the district attorney's office. We're here to help you report these incidents, and hopefully we can put an end to immigration fraud in our borough.
These predators believe that immigrants are fearful because of their status and they won't report a crime, so these are the perfect victims, right? I can cheat them, target them, victimize them, and there's no repercussions because they don't go forward. That's not the case because, like Jose said, we do not care. We only care that you are in Brooklyn. Another type of crime that is pretty prevalent and rampant is something that ADA Richard Farrow handles, and he's chief of the real estate fraud unit.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad I'm going last. I love to go last. Here's why. My colleagues and I at this end of the table, we're with the DA's office. We are the last people you want to be talking to. Because if you're talking to us, one of 3 things has happened and they're all bad. You've been the victim of a crime, obviously bad. You're a witness to a crime that we've called down to help us, and that's bad. Or you're a defendant we're trying to put in jail, and from your perspective, that's bad. The purpose of these outreaches that we do frequently is to provide information so that you never need our help. The idea is to get help from this end of the table so that you never need the help at this end of the table. Those of you who are thinking of buying a home, what's stopping you? Money. So if you don't have money now, what do you need to do? You need to borrow money, right? And a lot of people are afraid to borrow money because of their status. Tying into the theme that Sabrina and Jose said, that is not something that should cause you any fear. We in the DA's office will provide our services regardless of your immigration status. Not because we're nice people, but because it's the law. City agencies are prohibited by executive order, which has been in place for a long time, from denying city services. Law enforcement is a city service because of immigration status. Lenders generally will not deny you money just because of your immigration status. If you have an ITIN and a credit history, they want to give you money because in giving you money, they make money. And banks exist for one reason only, to make money. It's legalized loan sharking. What does a loan shark do? He makes money by having his money on the street, right? You're laughing, but am I wrong? No. Because what happens if you don't pay the loan shark? Okay. What happens if you don't pay your rent? What happens if you don't pay your mortgage? All bad things, right? Okay, so the analogy is act. But if you need money, don't go to the loan shark. Go to a reputable lender. Work with them. Give them the information that they need. If you have an ITIN and are here and working and making a living, and another misconception that I've read a lot about is that scammers think that immigrant communities are poor. No, many of the immigrant communities are quite wealthy. And we've been hearing these stories of someone who had a situation and a friend or a neighbor or someone that they trusted mistakenly gave them directions somewhere where there was an easy fix. Well, if it was easy and simple, when you went up to this person, why wasn't there a line out the door?
What's one or two things that they should ask about, look for, demand?
As my colleague said, if it's too good to be true, it probably is a scam. The good things in life are hard. You have to put in work, you have to put in time, and obviously getting a green card is not something that's easy. So it will take time. So I would suggest to, when you're embarking on this process, keep that in mind, that this is a multi-step process. It's not something where you pay $3,000 up front and then in 2 weeks you'll be a citizen. It is a multi-month process. So keep that in mind when you're beginning your application. And if you have any questions, we are a safe place. Anybody on this panel can tell you that they're here to help you.
Do not sign anything that you have not read or have been explained, or that you do not see completely. If it says page 10 at the bottom and that's what you're signing and you haven't seen pages 1 through 9, do not sign it, okay? Also, if you ever file anything with a so-called attorney or with a BIA representative or whoever, you must have a copy. No attorney can deny you the right to see your file, and they cannot deny you the right to have a copy of anything that is filed on your behalf. Please do not just take their word that, oh, don't worry, I'm going to file it, I'll show you a copy later. No, you do not leave an attorney's office or anyone's office without a copy of all of your documents and of whatever it is that you signed.
In many cases, victims fail to get a receipt. Make sure you get a receipt. Do not, under any circumstances, give anyone your original documents. Do not give them your passport. Do not give them your green card. Do not give them your citizenship certificate, because the person will use it as a means to keep you paying them. Okay, these are things that we typically see. Like she said, do not sign any blank forms or any forms that you don't understand. Now, for those of you that are savvy with the internet, USCIS has a case status online feature, so you can check to see if we received your application.
The district attorney assistants were talking earlier, stating that a lot of people are afraid of calling them because of their immigrant status. If you are afraid, we are here to take your calls, give you general information, and then assure you that there is a safe path to contacting USCIS or contacting NILAC or contacting the district attorney's office. What we also do is, if you're afraid of filing a complaint automatically to the district attorney, what we do as well, I'm one of those people who will receive you. I will take the complaint for you. I will first determine whether it is fraud or not, then I will take the complaint for you, and then I will forward it to the office of the district attorney's office.